Prosecutors in Las Vegas today laying out a timeline of the hours leading up to the deadly drive-by shooting of rapper Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago.
Prosecutors want a jury to convict Duane Keefe D Davis of murdering Shakur, even though they say he's not the one that pulled the trigger. Fox's Amalia Roy joins us live from Los Angeles tonight with updates from the trial happening in Las Vegas. Amalia.
Good evening, John, Christina. They're still going through the prosecution's witnesses, starting the morning with expert witness testimony, going back through those records from nearly 30 years ago, painting that timeline down, speaking with witnesses who were actually there around the time of the shooting, and also people associated with Death Row Records, and also talking about Tupac Shakur and Death Row Records founder Marion Suge Knight. He could also be called to testify, even though he could be treated as a hostile witness. But this has been the case with other people who've spoken. There was one member of their security who did get on the stand and said he doesn't want to be talking about this nearly 30 years later.
I'm 61 years old now. To rehash and relive this situation again, I told every attorney in here that tried to get me to come here, you better treat me as a hostile witness. And I think that's where I'm about to go now, because you're asking me questions. I can't answer those questions.
And we heard from a security guard about the night of the shooting and what he described in the moments afterwards. And this came after yesterday. We heard firsthand testimony from people who said that they were there back in 1996. Prosecutors say Davis and 3 other men were in a white Cadillac when they pulled up next to Shakur and Death Row Records founder Marion Suge Knight at a red light right off the Vegas Strip. At some point, they say Davis passed a Glock towards the back of the vehicle, then someone fired multiple rounds at Shakur and Knight, hitting both men. One witness we heard from was a woman named Ingrid Stokes. She said she and her friends were following Shakur's car that night because they were planning to meet them at a nightclub. That's when they heard gunshots.
I don't remember how many gunshots there were, honestly, but I know I put the car in drive, and I told her to get the hell out of there and drive. And so I may even grab the wheel. Like I said, I'm very aggressive, and from that, she tried to drive off.
We've also heard from 2 former Las Vegas police investigators, including one who says he rode with Shakur in an ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Trying to convince him to tell me the name of whoever his assailants were.
And did he ever respond?
Yes, he responded, no, we'll take care of it. So something like that.
Prosecutors are saying that Davis is not the one who pulled the trigger. They're saying that he planned the attack and that he provided the weapon. If convicted of the murder of Tupac Shakur, he could be facing life in prison. In Los Angeles, Amalia Roy, Fox 10 News.